Imagine this. You've walked with Jesus for 3 years. You've seen him heal the sick, calm storms, even raise the dead. You've boldly declared, "Lord, I am ready to go with you to prison and to death." Then, in one terrifying night, you deny knowing him. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This is the raw, painful story of Peter the bold fisherman who became one of Jesus' closest friends and then broke under pressure. Today, we're going deep into what really happened in that courtyard and what it means for every one of us when we fail. It was the night of the Last Supper. The air was heavy. Jesus knew what was coming: betrayal, arrest, the cross. He turned to Peter and said something that must have shaken him to the core. "Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you, that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers." Peter, full of confidence, replied, "Lord, I am ready to go with you both, to prison and to death." Jesus looked at him with love and sadness and said, "Truly I tell you, this very night, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. Peter was shocked. "Even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you," he insisted. And the other disciples said the same. But Jesus knew Peter's heart better than Peter knew it himself. Later that night, soldiers came with torches and weapons. They arrested Jesus in the garden. The disciples scattered in fear. But Peter followed at a distance. He couldn't stay away, but he was too afraid to stand close. They took Jesus to the high priest's courtyard. It was cold. Someone kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard, and the servants and guards gathered around it for warmth. Peter slipped in among them, trying to blend in, warming his hands by the same fire. Then it happened. A servant girl looked at Peter in the firelight and said, "This man was with Jesus of Nazareth." Called Moses, his heart pounded. "I don't know what you're talking about," he said quickly. "I don't know the man." He moved toward the entrance, hoping to escape notice. But another girl saw him and told the others, "This fellow was with Jesus." Again, Peter denied it, this time with an oath. "I swear, I do not know the man." About an hour passed. The tension grew. Then a group of bystanders came up. They noticed Peter's Galilean accent. "Surely you are one of them," they said. "Your speech betrays you." Even one of the high priest's servants, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off earlier, said, "Didn't I see you in the garden with him?" Peter panicked. He began to curse and swear, "I don't know this man you're talking about." And immediately, while he was still speaking, a rooster crowed. At that exact moment, Jesus, bound and on trial, inside turned and looked straight at Peter. That look, it wasn't anger, it wasn't condemnation, it was a look of deep sorrow and love. In that instant, Peter remembered every word Jesus had spoken just hours earlier. "Before the rooster crows today, you will disown me 3 times. The weight of what he had done crashed down on him. Peter went outside and wept bitterly. Can you imagine the shame, the self-loathing? The man who said he would die for Jesus had just denied even knowing him 3 times to save his own skin. But the story doesn't end in tears and failure. After the resurrection, Jesus appeared to the disciples by the Sea of Galilee. They had been fishing all night and caught nothing. Jesus told them where to cast the net, and it was full. After they ate breakfast together on the shore around another charcoal fire, Jesus turned to Peter. 3 times. He asked him, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Simon, son of John, do you love me? Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Each time, Peter answered, "Yes, Lord. You know that I love you." And each time, Jesus gave him a commission. Feed my lambs. Take care of my sheep. Feed my sheep. With 3 questions, Jesus undid the 3 denials. He didn't shame Peter. He restored him. He gave him purpose again. And later, Peter would become one of the boldest preachers in the early church, the very man who would strengthen his brothers, just as Jesus had prayed. Friend, if you've ever failed God, If you've denied him with your words, your actions, or your silence when it mattered most, this story is for you. Peter teaches us that our worst moments don't have the final say. Jesus already knows our weakness. He prays for us even when we're about to fall. And when we fail, he doesn't cast us aside. He restores us. He still has a purpose for us. What area of your life feels like a denial right now? Where have fear, pressure, or shame made you pull back from following Jesus fully? The good news is this: the same Jesus who looked at Peter with love is looking at you today. His grace is greater than your failure. His restoration is waiting. Turn back to him, repent, receive his forgiveness, and let him use even your broken story for his glory. If this story touched you, leave a comment below. What's one way this story encourages you today? Or share the area where you need God's restoring grace. I read every comment and would love to pray with you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're retelling powerful Bible stories for real-life stories of storms, failures, miracles, and the faithful God who never gives up on us. Next time, we'll dive into another raw story from the Gospels. Until then, remember, no failure is too great for God's grace. Thanks for watching. God bless you.